I'm budgeting my third and final paycheck of May. This is the last pay period that we're going to be living in this apartment. So next month is going to look very different. Y'all, this is crazy. Win is not with me at the moment. Oh, hi, I'm Bo. Win is meeting some contractors today for flooring, which is very exciting and also very terrifying for our bank accounts. And I am here recording because the show must go on. Uh, so let's get right into it. This is, as I said, the third paycheck of May. We have our budget calendar, which is lovely. We have our monthly budget, which is, of course, never completely accurate. And our template, and those are the things that we'll be working on this budget with. Now, this template is going to have to be rewritten once we know what the bills are going to be at the new place. So it might be like at the beginning of next school year. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. Our first mortgage payment is due July 1st. I don't know how that's going to look. I don't know if we're going to get another tenant. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Y'all are here for the journey. Let's get right into it before I talk your ear off entirely. All right, so we're going to start with the lovely Post-it note, which differentiates between my accounts and Win's accounts for the inflow. So we can do the math correctly. Okay, so working from our little pay delay Post-it here. So his inflow is, it's going to be his April 18th pay. So that is $1,586. And then her inflow is going to be, let me put 516. And then my inflow is going to be my May 8th pay. So that's $1,579 plus my interest from April 23rd, which is $69. So this is, and then if our numbers add up to more than what our pay is, I'll go back and adjust. But this is 523. Fantastic. So that should be good for now. Let us do the math. But first, let's see here. Okay. 1579 plus 69 equals 1648. So 1648 is what I'm working with. 1586 is what he's working with. So let's go to his spending. So his spending, all we have on the calendar here is kid copay twice. So that's $80 for kid bills. And then we have heat. And the heating bill, I actually looked, oops, sorry about the car going past. I actually looked at the heating bill this time. I know, right? You're proud of me. So that is $266. And student loan is $31. Just the minimum payment is income-based repayment, which does not even cover interest. But we're paused on debt until we know what's going on with the house. And we have all the contractors paid and everything. So we shall see. Okay. And then electric, I meant to cross this out on the 25th here. Because it's not the 25th, it's actually the 28th. And it is $108. And then adventures is always 20. And miscellaneous is always 50. Adventures is the amount of allowance that Wins 3 Boys can earn. That's the limit of what they can earn. However, whatever they don't earn gets put into an adventure fund, and then they can do activities and stuff together, which I thought was great. Okay, so oh no, I forgot insurance. Where is... That's on my end though. Okay, so that is all of his stuff. So let's add that right up. We have 80 plus 266 plus 31 plus 108 plus 20 plus 50 equals 555. That's beautiful. All right, so 1586 minus 555 equals 1031. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I meant to put this here. So his rollover is 1031. And then his side here is 1586. Because since all of our savings goals are fully funded, whatever is left over after our expenses, after our spending, is going to be in rollover. So now we're starting to roll over because the end of the school year is coming. When is the substitute teacher? Not guaranteed full-time income during the summer. So we try to make his money stretch as far as we can. And that includes only saving 9 months out of the year. The rest gets rolled over so that we can kind of stay ahead of the curve. We also have a summer fund, which can help pay bills and stuff during the summer. But if possible, we'd like to go as far as we can without using that. So that's it for his side. And then we go to my side. So my monthly bills. The only thing that I have coming out in this time period is the car wash on the 29th. So that is $18. And then his debt is not getting anything right now. Dining out, what does dining out normally get? 30. And that's any food that's not groceries, and we almost always go over budget in this. But it's with the understanding that whatever gets spent above and beyond comes from one of our goals. So that kind of helps calm us down a little bit, but you know, nothing's foolproof. And then groceries in bulk is $260. Transportation is $60. As always, health actually has to go up for now. So health is going to be $500. Yo. How do I put this? Wynn's old credit card expired and he forgot to update it with one of his medical providers. So there was a bill that like built up essentially without getting paid. And he just realized that recently. So, you know, struggle's real. We gotta put money in there. And then home shopping is $30, which is not actually what's happening. What's actually happening is we're draining our moving fund currently. Birthdays is $5. Clothing and shoes is $50. Pet care is $15. And personal and Elphaba is $100. Elphaba is me saving up to match savings account contributions that the kids make. If they don't deposit money, I don't deposit money with them. So this has been building, and I'm okay with it. It's up to them whether or not they put money in their savings accounts. No pressure, but they know that if they don't, they're going to be missing out on that match. But let us see what this all adds up to. So we have 18 plus 30 plus 260 plus 60 plus 500 plus 30 plus 5 plus 50 plus 15 plus 100. So 1,068, which is still less than what my pay is, so I'm okay with that. That actually wasn't bad. But I did it again. I'm so used to not using rollover, but I am using rollover this time. Okay, so 1,068. I'm just going to directly subtract. So 1,068 minus 1,648 equals negative 580. So 580 is the rollover, and 1,648 is the subtotal here. Now, we also have savings spent that we're budgeting for. So, there's two things that are happening during this time period. There's our move. So, moving. And in this, it's also going to include money paid to contractors, not just the move itself. And then we have car insurance, which I pay every 6 months. So car insurance is going to be 616, 616. Oh no, it went up. Dang it, did I write that down? Okay, sorry, I had to go check how much the car insurance is actually going to be. So it's actually going to be $752, not $616, because, and this is something that you should really keep in mind, when you move, your car insurance premium can change based on your address. It could go up or down depending on where you live. So, the car insurance quote that I originally got from USAA, who is the insurer that I'm going with, my first quote was for $616. That was for my current address. The house I'm moving to, now that I've changed my address, now it's $752. Yay! For moving to a riskier neighborhood, I guess? I don't know. I'm not a fan, but yeah, that's something to keep in mind when you move. Your expenses can change even when everything, like, you would think it would stay the same. Like, I have a garage here, I have a garage there. Like, I'm not going to be parking on the street, but just because of the neighborhood, I guess it's considered a higher risk. So, such is life. Now, moving, I don't know how much this is going to be. All I can do is kind of guesstimate. So the move itself, okay. So the move itself is going to be $1,700. Now this includes them packing, moving, and reassembling furniture at the new house. So we don't have to disassemble our furniture here. We don't have to reassemble it there. They'll do that for us, and they'll also pack us. We decided on that because moving with children is a headache that we would like to not deal with. We just don't want to. So we are biting the bullet and paying $1,700 for movers. Now, we're still moving some fragile things ourselves, like electronics and some memorabilia. Well, not necessarily memorabilia, but like little knickknacks that are like really delicate and can't easily be replaced. We have some stuff from like the World's Fair in like 1920 something or 1940 something. Actually, you know what? Let me check. Okay, I checked. It's the World's Fair from 1934 that we have some things from. And when they belong to Win, and he's very particular about them and really doesn't want them damaged. So we will be moving things like that ourselves. But the movers will be moving everything else, which is, it makes a huge difference because if you don't know, Win is a substitute teacher, so he doesn't get paid time off like normal teachers do. So he isn't taking off any days of work for this move. This way we can pay $1,700. Win does not have to take off any work. And I'm taking off a week, but I get paid time off. Plus I cashed out some of my paid time off. So I'll actually have a bigger check than normal. So like the math works out. And also you're not my real mom and I do what I want, I guess. I don't know. I really wanted movers. But anyway, the move itself, $1,700. Okay. Now, we are getting locks replaced at the new house because, as a matter of fact, I will show you. Okay, here's a little show and tell. This here is the bundle of keys that the previous owner gave us when we bought the house. This is different units. Each unit has multiple keys. Each door has multiple keys, and each unit, y'all, it's a struggle. So we're getting locks replaced, and we are streamlining the whole key situation because, absolutely not. I am not a janitor, and I don't play one on TV. I'm not doing it. Any case, like the garage is locked with a padlock of all things, which makes getting in and out an issue if you have multiple people living there, which, we do. So like if you go in the garage, you have to then lock it from the inside, but then someone can't go in the garage after you unless they have a garage door opener that they have to bring down with them and then go out the back gate and then come through the car garage door and then get whatever they need out of the garage. And then, you know what I mean? Like, it's it's bad. So we're, like, putting a deadbolt on that door. And there's some locks that are from 1911, when the house was originally built, which are very strange and don't always work properly. So, we're doing the thing. And that is going to be approximately, he's going to send us the locksmith is going to send us like a detailed quote, but we're guesstimating in the vicinity of $7,000. And then we have flooring. And flooring, I have no idea how much it's going to cost. Our first quote is happening today, which is Tuesday. Well, our first two quotes are today. And then we have another quote tomorrow and another quote the day after. Another quote. No. Just tomorrow and the day after. Today, tomorrow, and the day after. We're getting quotes for flooring and waterproofing. So I don't know how much it's actually going to be, but I'm gonna put my usual, at this point, 20,000. Oh, that's an extra zero. Yeah, I was about to write 2,000. I was like, oh no, that's not enough zeros. Okay, so yeah, we're about to spend a lot of money. As I said, I have no idea how much it's actually going to be. This is, your guess is as good as mine. We're probably gonna, I'm hoping that it's less than this because I don't want to pay that much money, but gotta do what you gotta do. So 20,752. What's funny is my manager at work actually advised me to not do everything right away. But if we don't do everything right away, then we can't get a tenant in the basement, because currently the basement unit has a lot of problems, most of which can be solved by the contractors that we're hiring. So we don't have much of a choice, and we don't have time to get like 5 billion competing quotes. So we're gonna just struggle bus it for a little while. It's okay. It's okay. But that is a significant amount of money, and we are going to make the math. Okay. So we're almost done. I know it's been 20 minutes. Sorry, I apologize. Okay, so for his paycheck, it's $1,586. For my paycheck, it's $1,579. And then for other income, that's my savings account interest, that's $69. So let's add all that up. We have $1,586 plus $1,579 plus 69. Oh, plus savings, so $2,752. Can't forget that. Plus $2,752. So total here is $23,986. Fantastic. And then we're going to subtract this, so 1586. The math really shouldn't be complicated here. So that is 22,400. And we're not saving anything because we've already reached all of his goals. So 22,400 here. And then to my spending, we subtract 1648 equals 20,752. And no saving because already reached all the goals. So 20,752. And that is what's left. So that is a zero-based budget, which I think I need to specify. This does not mean that we have $0 in our bank account. This means that every dollar has a job. We're not starting this inflow with $0. We're starting with the money that is not checked off, basically. So the income here, that's what stays in our checking accounts because we budget as we go. So that money, those future paychecks are in our checking accounts. So like our bank account doesn't go down to zero because we're not spending those additional paychecks. So like it's okay, we're okay. And remember that you don't have to actually go down to zero. Part of what we do to keep us from going down to zero also is we round up all our transactions. Like these bills here, these bills have change. I just rounded up the payment amount so that that change slowly builds up over time. Y'all, this was our magic month paycheck. This is the end of the school year. We met all of our savings goals, so we're rolling over in the hopes of making it through the summer without completely draining all of our savings, at least. We're working on it. We're working hard. Struggle's real, but we'll be okay. I'm proud of us, honestly. I didn't think we would make it this far. And now that we are at the end of May, y'all, let us know in the comments if you are interested in seeing once this is over, seeing in June how the first 5 months have gone compared to the first 5 months of last year, because I think that is kind of eye-opening to see like how it went, because y'all, we have made a lot of progress in a year, and honestly, I'm proud of us. I am. Anyway, thank you for staying as long as you have. I love you. I appreciate you. Never forget that you deserve financial stability, and I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.